All Elite Wrestling (AEW) fans and followers of Ring of Honor (ROH) have been abuzz with concern over the condition of one of their top performers, Bandido. Recently, the masked luchador, currently holding the ROH World Championship and part of the AEW Tag Team division, suffered a shoulder injury during a high-stakes match in Mexico. Despite the setback, he managed to defend his title, though his status for upcoming AEW programming remains uncertain. Below is a full breakdown of the situation: what happened, the confirmed medical update, how AEW and ROH are responding, and what it might mean moving forward. What happened? The match and the incident. On October 3, 2025, Bandido defended his ROH World title in Arena Mexico during the Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre (CMLL) Viernes Espectacular show. His opponent was Hechicero, a formidable adversary known for technical skill in targeting vulnerable body parts. The match was intense. According to multiple reports, during the bout Bandido's shoulder popped out, i.e. temporarily dislocated, but he managed to reset it and continue the match. Medical personnel reportedly considered stopping the match at one point. Even with the injury, Bandido persisted. He overcame the pain, adapted his offense, at times unable to execute his typical power moves, and ultimately retained his title via a crafty finish. After the bout, photographs and social media posts showed Bandido with his arm in a sling, lending visual weight to the injury reports. Medical confirmation and nature of injury. Bandido himself confirmed the injury in subsequent updates. He acknowledged that his shoulder dislocated during the match. Sources describe it as a separated shoulder that popped out and back in. While the full medical report has not been publicly released, several insiders and wrestling news outlets cite staff comments that doctors nearly intervened to stop the match. Notably, Dave Meltzer, via Wrestling Observer Radio, has stated that Bandido left the venue in a sling and that there is skepticism about whether he truly can compete so soon. He added, "Greater than, if he's injured, he's not wrestling on Tuesday. The whole story of the Hechicero match was working on the shoulder. He left in a sling, he separated his shoulder. If he's really injured, I don't see how he will wrestle by Tuesday." Thus, the consensus among insiders is that while Bandido is pushing through proactively, whether he's physically ready for the upcoming match remains in question. AEW ROH response and upcoming match plans. Despite the injury, AEW has already lined up a major tag match involving Bandido for their upcoming special, Title Tuesday, edition of Dynamite October 7, 2025. The match is billed as a double jeopardy eliminator. Bandido and his partner Brody King will face Kazuka Okada and Konosuke Takeshita. The stakes are high. If the Brodydo Team Bandido plus King wins, whoever scores the pinfall gets a shot at Okada's Unified World Championship. If Okada and Takeshita prevail, they will earn a match for the AEW Tag Team titles currently held by Bandido and King. AEW President Tony Khan has publicly addressed the situation. On social media, he confirmed that he spoke with Bandido and that the champion wished to power through the pain and compete. When asked whether Bandido would be able to compete, Khan's update was cautious. The match might be jeopardized depending on how severe the injury is. If Bandido ends up unable to perform, AEW would undoubtedly need to rework the card. The promotion has yet to officially confirm a backup plan. Expert commentary and fan speculation. Among wrestling analysts and fans, the situation is viewed as a delicate balance between storytelling and real athletic risk. Some believe the injury angle could be partly scripted, i.e., worked into the storyline to give Bandido a dramatic challenge heading into the tag match. Meltzer's commentary supports this, suggesting that the timing of the doctor almost stopping the match played into the match. Others argue that pushing Bandido to wrestle so soon, especially with a shoulder issue, could jeopardize long-term health and the integrity of in-ring work. Among fans, there has been widespread support for the champion. Many are rallying behind the idea of Brodydo overcoming adversity to secure a title shot. Social media responses to Bandido's injury reveal concern but also admiration for his toughness. Though specifics of social posts aren't cited here to maintain originality. Risks and what could go wrong. Given the nature of shoulder injuries, several risks are present. 1. Aggravation, re-injury. If Bandido competes before fully healing, there is a significant risk of worsening the injury, turning a temporary issue into a longer layoff. 2. Performance limitations. The injury may limit his mobility, strength, or ability to perform certain moves, especially power maneuvers or lifts, credibly. 3. Booking disruptions. Plans built around the match outcome or future title shots may need to be adjusted if Bandido cannot compete or performs below expectations. 4. Fan trust and believability. If the injury is treated unrealistically, e.g., he looks pain-free during heavy offense, audiences may perceive the angle as fake. That could undermine suspension of disbelief. What to watch? Key dates. Here are the immediate and longer-term markers to keep an eye on. October 7, 2025, Title Tuesday Dynamite, whether Bandido actually appears and competes, or if the match is altered or postponed. Official AEW, ROH statements. Any medical bulletins, updates on Bandido's status, or adjustments in the card. Post-match fallout. How the company books Bandido, e.g. protection in defeat, storyline explanations if he competes injured. Recovery timeline. Whether Bandido requires surgery or extended rest, which would affect future ROH AEW title plans. Fan and media reaction. How the wrestling community responds to how the injury is handled. Realism, safety, storytelling. A look back. Bandido's history and resiliency. To understand the gravity of this injury, it helps to see Bandido's history with adversity. Bandido has held multiple major titles in both AEW and ROH, earning a reputation as a resilient, dynamic performer. In December 2024, he suffered a concussion during his return at ROH's final battle but eventually recovered and returned to in-ring action. Earlier in his AEW career, he underwent a wrist injury while challenging for titles. His track record suggests a competitor who often fights through adversity, but each injury carries cumulative risk. Suggested approach for your YouTube script broadcast. If you plan to use this as a video or broadcast script, here's how you might structure it. 1. Hook tease. Start strong. Bandido might be heading into the ring injured. Can he still deliver? 2. Timeline of the injury. Walk viewers through when and how the injury occurred. 3. Medical and insider commentary. Use paraphrased expert statements, like Meltzer, to add credibility. 4. Upcoming show stakes. Explain the Double Jeopardy tag match and what's on the line. 5. Risk and analysis. Offer balanced views, storyline versus real danger. 6. What to watch predictions. Pose questions to engage viewers. Will Bandido compete? Will they protect his status? 7. Closing call to action. Let us know your predictions in comments. Hit subscribe for the latest updates.